This is the first ever police department for Crowley ISD, Crowley Independent School District. We get to write our own narrative. We get to tell our own story about what policing can be. The nation can have whatever narrative they want, but we get to write our own, and we'll be better. I'm from the southern sector of Dallas, known as Oak Cliff. We grew up in a time in which it was probably the richest black community this side of Atlanta, Georgia, but that wasn't my reality. I grew up in a single parent home with one income. My mother worked for the post office, and I had two other brothers, so it's three boys, my grandmother, my mom's cousin who had cerebral palsy, and my cousins. And so we're in a 3-bedroom house with 6 to 8 people at any given time. So you're growing up in a rich community or a middle-class community, but you're not on that level. And so I know what it feels to be left out and left behind. And so football became an outlet for me. And that's how I expressed my frustration and my anger and all of the anxieties that I had about life. And thank God that I had a way to express it. I went to his daycare the first time I got a chance to put on the uniform and the badge, and I looked at him and saw him in the distance of the classroom, and he didn't really see me, and he looked up and his eyes lit. He was like, "Daddy." And he ran to me, he jumped in my arms, he looked back at me, he looked over at me. He said, "Dad, you got a star on your chest and a gun in your pocket." And he hugged me, and you could have bought me for a nickel. That held me for 5 years of doing a profession of something that my kids could be proud of, because they never did that when I played football. The rewards of the job began to pick up, and I saw that I could really make a difference in policing coming from the perspective that I had of, being a young African-American male, always afraid of the police, never really wanted to be by the police. I was 5 to 7 years old with Dallas Police Department and was still nervous or still got that feeling in my stomach every time a police officer got behind me and I'm in my personal vehicle. It finally hit me that I am the police. What am I scared for? And I had been indoctrinated into that fear, and some for good reason, but I just said, I don't want anyone ever to feel that way about me when they see me coming. And that's where I said, I'm gonna do it better. I'm gonna be better. Police officers are servants. Servants, meaning we're leaders, but you lead by serving. You serve with kindness. You'll never want to come up to me and ask me to help you if you don't think I'm going to be kind to you. I just want them to know that I care and that they matter to me, and that I'm here to help them. It's an open door where they can speak to me and to ultimately be comfortable with and around me.
When I ask myself the question, is he someone I would want to provide safety and security for my daughters, for my nieces or nephews? No doubt, no question about it. I have full confidence that he will do what is necessary to ensure that our students are safe and to make sure that they are developing not only physically, but also socially and emotionally. He's gonna provide a great role model for them.
I just want to say thanks to the students and staff for just giving me the opportunity to reach out via Zoom just to meet you.
The fact that he actually took the time to sit down, meet with us, listen to us already, kind of makes me feel like my safety is almost promised. So I really like that part of what he's already taken that initiative to do.
I believe that we have the guy that is the has the perfect combination of being able to connect and relate with our students, but also having a great command of the law and how the law is designed to help and to support us.
Building a police department within Crowley ISD gives us endless opportunities to grow. I believe that Chief Maston is someone who is dedicated to changing the narrative, and I am above excited to see the many things that we accomplish on this new journey.
This is legacy stuff. This is the first ever police chief of Crowley ISD. It's very important to get it right. It's very important for me to make a lasting impression for those that come after me. Just want to make sure that everything that I have to give, that I give it all, and that when I leave here on empty.